All right, so let's go over some of the steps on what we need to do when we are sequencing translations. Number one is make sure you read the instructions and perform your first transformation. So, like we mentioned earlier, it is super important that order does matter when you are doing something that is not only translations. So in this case, you're going to be doing some translations and reflections. All right, so it's super important you know which one comes first. Next is that after you perform your first transformation, you are then going to apply your second transformation on your new image. Do not go back to your original because then you just defeat the purpose of doing a sequence. All right, and the very last thing is making sure that you guys are labeling all of your points. Now, I know it's super difficult for what you guys are doing right now, but just bear with us, all right? So when you guys are doing these on your interactive notes, the easiest way for you guys to do this is we gave you guys the blue outline for your first transformation. And then what you're gonna do is that after you guys do your first transformation, you're going to want to copy and paste the brand new image to do your second transformation. So later on, I will be making a video on how to do that in case you guys are not sure how to copy and paste a brand new image. All right, so let's take a look at our very first problem, which is that we need to reflect along line y equals to 1 first, and then after that we are then going to be doing a translation along AB. All right, so let's start off by doing our reflection. So at this point, hopefully you guys are getting better at reflection, so you guys don't need to do your lines. If y is 1 below, or sorry, w will be 1 above. X happens to be 3 below, so that means 1, 2, 3 above x prime. Let me blow this up. All right, if x is 3 below, or z is 3 below, z is going to be 3 above. And then if y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 below, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 above. So y prime is going to be right here. All right, for you guys, you might need to create your own image depending on if it's going to be a true reflection. All right, then the next thing that we're going to do is that we are going to be translating along AB. So the vector for AB is going to be 2 over, that means positive 2, and going 1 up. So for each of these, I need to go 2 over, 1 up, W double prime is going to be there. X is going to be 2 over, 1 up, X double prime. Z is going to be 2 over, 1 up, Z double prime is right here. Y is going to be a bit tricky. You're just going to need to make a guesstimate of where it's going to end. So this is your first sequence. In our next problem, what you're going to notice is that it's actually the reverse of what we need to do. That means we are translating it first, and then we're going to be doing a reflection. So going back again to vector AB, the rule is that we are going 2 over, 1 up. So that means going 2 over, 1 up. Y prime would be right here. For X, 2 over, 1 up. X prime is going to be right here. For W, 2 over, 1 up. W is then going to be on the line of reflection. For Z, 2 over, 1 up. Z prime is right here. You then connect your shape. All right. Next is that we are then going to be doing a reflection on the line y equals to 1. So with W, because it's already on the line of reflection, that means I do not need to move it. For X, it is 2 down, so that means 2 up right here, X double prime. For Z, it is 2 below, that means Z double prime is going to be right here. For Y, it happens to be 1, 2, 3, 4 there, so 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Y double prime is going to be right here. Right there, there, and there. So when you guys are submitting your image, what you guys need to be able to show is something like this, where there are 3 different shapes. That means 1, 2, 3. The first one is done for you. You guys need to be able to create 2 other transformations, all right? So just wanted to FYI. I'll have you guys try the next 2 on your own, so please make sure you guys do that. I'm going to try this one because I know that having diagonal lines can be tricky, all right? So what we need to do here is that we need to reflect on y equals to x first, and then we're going to translate along xy. So for A, since it's one diagonal here, A prime is right here. For B, since it is 1 1/2 diagonal, half and 1 diagonal right here, B prime shall be right there. For C, because it is 1 2 1/2, that means half, 1 whole, 2 whole, D prime is going to be right here. For C, since it is 1 2 3, 1 2 3 here, C prime is therefore going to be right there. If you guys need to, make sure you draw your own shape if you're having trouble being able to move the blue image that I have for you there. Just erase the blue image and then make a new one if you guys need to. All right. Then the next step is that you guys need to move it along vector xy. And xy is not moving it left or right, so that means 0, but we're moving it 3 units up. So B is going to be 3 units up. B prime right here. A is 1 2 3. A prime is right here. C double prime, my bad, double prime. And D is going to be double prime right here. And this is how you guys do a translation or a reflection and then translation. All right, one more over on this side. What's going to happen is that you need to actually translate it up first, and then you're going to reflect it along y line y equals to x. So let's start off again. Xy is just moving it 3 units up. We're not moving it left or right. So that means B is going to go 1 2 3. B prime is right here. A is going to be 1 2 3 right here. C is 1 2 3. And then D is going to be right here. All right. Let's see how confusing this can be. Now we need to reflect along line y equals to x. Since B is already here, B will stay there because it's on the line of reflection. Now, because A is around half a unit here, A is actually going to now be over here. For D, because it is 1 unit away here, that means 1 unit away right here. For C, because it is 1 1/2, that means half and 1, C prime is going to be right here. Erase that so you guys don't get confused, although, shoot, sorry. I was trying to hopefully keep all the shapes there, but right here is going to be where your reflection is therefore going to be.